Hello and welcome to the Fix-It Shed. This week we're going to be checking out a Noma Snowthrower. It's an 8 horsepower, 27-inch cut Noma Snowthrower. And I got a really good deal on this last week, at least I think I did. So the gentleman said it was in good working condition. We'll see if I got a good deal on it or not. And we're going to take a walk around and check it out. Now one of the first things that I noticed was this piece of aluminum that is bolted on. At first I thought maybe the shroud here was broken, but that doesn't appear to be the case. So I'm not sure why they added this, but I'm going to leave it alone because it's not bothering anything, and maybe it helps. So it has an 8 horsepower Tecumseh engine, electric start. Tires look good. So it even came with gas in it, which I'm not sure that that's a good thing, but we'll see. It doesn't smell bad, so I'm not sure how old it is, though. We did not get much snow last winter, so yeah, it could be kind of old. He did say he ran it in the wintertime just to, keep it running. So this is a spare key. It's a spare one of these. So let's see, does it have oil? It's actually a little over full on the oil. So that's okay, I'm going to change it anyway because I have no idea how old it is. It doesn't actually look all that dirty. I don't think this has been used much. Well, let's see if she runs. Electric starter's working. We're off to a good start. I'm adjusting the choke, so I was able to fully turn off the choke. So the auger is moving, which it should not be doing. Testing first gear. Second gear. Reverse. And I believe I jumped it up to 6th gear. So the auger does work when it's supposed to. It looks like maybe the brake isn't working and slowing it down and stopping it when it should. Let's see if it idles. Seems to idle pretty cleanly. Full start works. So to change the oil, you're going to want to pull this wheel off. So I've got some wood underneath it here and under the front to keep it blocked up. And we're going to pull this nut off and get the wheel off. How do I know that you're going to need to pull the wheel off? Let's just say experience. Totally what I didn't want. So the oil is coming out quite a bit darker than what it looked like on the dipstick, and I attribute that to the letting it run for a little while to warm up and churn up all of the junk that's in the bottom of the crankcase. So I took the blocks out from underneath. I'm going to flip this up on the bucket so we can take a look underneath. So I put, plastic bag under the gas cap so that it won't leak. Now you need a 3/8 inch socket. It looks like your standard friction drive. You've got the rubber friction wheel and your drive plate. So those need to stay very clean. You don't want to get any grease or oil on those because then you won't have any friction. So, boom. Okay. So this wheel is currently freewheeling. So we've got, you just have one drive. Makes it easier for moving it around because you can move the wheels in different directions. But if you want to lock it in for when you're plowing snow, or not, you can pull that pin out. Okay, and now both of them work together. But we don't need that right now, so I'm going to put that back that way. So this one's free. It looks like there's plenty of oil on the chain or lubrication on the chain. The manual says that you don't need to lubricate these, and you definitely don't want to put any extra on here because any oil and grease that's going to be flinging around could land on these discs or the rubber friction wheel. At the end of the winter season, when you put it away, it suggests putting a little grease or oil on the hex shaft, and that will keep it from rusting while it's sitting idle. But this one looks in good shape. I don't see any rust. The gears look good. The chains look good. Belts, this one looks like it's a fairly new belt. But the one thing to do down here, you can see there is a grease fitting right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of grease on there. So we want to put the snowblower into first gear, which is right there. You can see as you go from first gear to second gear to third gear, right? That's in first, there's second, there's third, fourth, and sixth. So as it moves out on the disc, it's going to make it go faster. And to go in reverse, it's going to pivot. It's going to go past the center point here, and then that will cause it to rotate backwards. 1 reverse and 2 reverse. Okay, anyway, we're going to go back to... So now we're in first gear. And it says you want to put a penny or a coin in between here so that the disc doesn't come up. And you want to make sure you wipe off any extra grease so it's not getting flung around inside there. Alright, I'm going to button that back up. Don't forget to get your coin. One thing that I noticed is this tab is broken off. So what that does when you engage the drive system, okay, that clip would hold it. So if I engage the auger, you can see how that clips in. So, and then that way well, let me stand it back up and I'll show you what that does. So that clip down on the bottom that's broken, what that does is when I push this down, that's for the auger, that kind of locks into place. Okay, and if I push this one down, that will hold this one. Okay, and then when I let that one, they both come up. But because the clip is broken, if I put this one down, this one should also stay, and it doesn't. And that's because of the broken clip. So I don't know that I'm all that worried about that. You know, it says single-handed control. So with both levers engaged, either hand may be removed to rotate the discharge chute. That means this, without disengaging the auger or the wheel drive. And I don't know that I'm comfortable with that anyway. I think it's probably better to come to a stop and adjust that and then continue on. So I'm not going to worry about that being broken. I'm going to pull this scraper blade off because it's got all kinds of burrs on the other side. And I'm going to grind them off. You know, if you had a handheld angle grinder, you could just grind them off right on the machine, but I don't. Okay. Yeah. As you can see, that's all pretty roughed up here, so I'm just going to clean that off with a grinding wheel. So as you can see, I got rid of the burrs. I wasn't really trying to make it sharp, but I just wanted to smooth it out a little bit. Time to reinstall. So the auger gearbox does have a port where you could put oil in, but it's supposed to be lubed lifetime from the factory. So unless it's leaking someplace, you shouldn't need to do any maintenance on that at all. So these blades look good. The impeller blades look straight. I don't see any bent blades. That looks good. I'm going to remove the belt cover. I'm checking the tension. The red belt is what causes the auger to spin, and I'm checking the tension on the belt and the pulley, the tensioner pulley, to make sure that it's releasing as it should. So now I am just checking to see that tension is being applied and released correctly on the belt. It looks like it's working okay. There is a brake that looks like it's not really doing much to slow it down, and I think that's actually what the problem is. So I'm going to look at that at a later date. I think we still might have a couple days before it snows. So we did find a couple of issues with the Noma Snowblower. The broken clip for the drive, to hold the drive handle down. The belt for the auger seems to keep going. There should be a brake, which doesn't seem to be working. So that'll need to be addressed. And that strange piece of aluminum around the discharge chute. So we've got a couple of very minor issues with this. I have a feeling it was probably worth the $25 that I paid for it. The tires are probably worth the $25 that I paid for it. So I think that I was lucky on this one. I didn't haggle with him. That was his asking price. And, I'll show you the ad. So when I was picking it up, he was like, "Oh, I've gotten a bunch of calls from this." And I said, "I wonder how much I could have gotten for it." He just thought it was an old snowblower, and I didn't argue with him. But yeah, he was probably off by 10 or 20 times the value of the snowblower. So it's tough on the weekends because I work Saturday and Sunday, but I do see the listings, and people are getting good deals on lawnmowers and snowblowers and generators and all those things, and it's nice. This guy happened to list this on a Tuesday, which is my day off. But if you're watching this, I thank you, because it'll get put to good use. So thank you for watching the Fix-It Shed. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. Take care.